I'd have to say the last thing I want to talk about. This is going to be a short little section, so probably not be like an hour. Uh, is just this convention. I wrote that poem. I wrote the poem, "A Letter of Love and Tolerance," based off of a print that I had an idea of. Um, had an idea that I wanted someone. I commissioned. I'm sorry. I commissioned this print. From Robert Porter or Robato on DeviantArt, ROBAATO, or Robato X, ROBAATOX on Twitter, to do this awesome speed paint, which I made into a print and had Andrea Libin and Tara Strong sign, which is, of course, like I mentioned, is Fluttershy and Twilight Sparkle and Pinkie Pie getting to know X23, or X23 randomly showing up and wondering what these ponies are. Um, and that kind of inspired me. And that was inspired by me, the fact, and the fact that, or that had um, struck me, that I was like, this is. I was like, this character. It was funny. Like I said, it was very funny because I was like thinking about about X23, and I was like, at some point we've always been that outsider or that someone different, and I'm like, wow, it's very like bronies, and you're very standoffish, and you really don't want to talk about certain things. And like I said, this convention kind of shows me that when people are kind and they love and they tolerate, um, like the ponies would be, you are more inclined to open up, and you are able to share certain other things, and just and it's just amazing, the power of love and tolerance. And I think that was really what I took out of this, is that love and tolerance, it does really work, and it is something that can be spread around the world. And I think that that's what we you want the answer, you want the meaning of life. It's to love and tolerate. I mean, that's the answer to um, our great mysteries. And how do we stop, how do we stop fighting, loving and tolerating? I mean, I think that's when we actually sit down, or maybe when we have the world leaders sit down and hear that, and love and tolerate, and really think about that, really think about it. I think that's the world will become at peace, and then we can work on the real problems, the real issues, and not war. But of course, I mean, that's a humble person's point of view here. And so that was my last thing I wanted to mention. And again, thank you, all people that have given me compliments on that. And thank you, Foul Papers. Thank you, Andrew Libman. Thank you, Tara Strong. Thank you, Nicole Oliver, for reading it and giving me, letting me know that it was very meaningful, and things. And um, I kind of wish I could give that to everybody, but I don't have. You guys can print it out on DeviantArt, OmniJabber at DeviantArt, or on DeviantArt, and it has the print preview. It's got the preview it's got the preview as a picture. You guys can download it. It's on PDF form. If you can't, just let me know on Twitter, OmniJabber on Twitter. Let me know if you can't do that, and I will personally find a way to send that to you, email it to you, whatever. Because I think everyone kind of, I'm like, you just need that reminder sometimes, love and tolerance, and all of that, and I mean, you guys really should have a piece of it, because that poem, I had sat back and I was like, oh, this is inspired, and I'm like, no, you know what, this was inspired by every brony there, every My Little Pony fan, every person at that convention, and everyone else that I've met that is into My Little Pony and all of that, because they've turned out to be swell people, and very kind and very nice people. I mean, pat yourselves on the back if you're, this fandom, or this show has taught you a love and tolerance. So, anyway, thank you for listening, and me prattle on. And yeah, let everyone know that I did this, I guess. Because in person, I would not ever tell anyone that I did this. I kind of would, but it'd be like, yeah, hey, so I did this video. You guys should check it out. That's it. Like, I'm not gonna go. As I'm not one for. I can promote other people, but when it comes to myself, I'm kind of timid-ish. Actually, this is like the fifth, sixth, seventh time today I've tried recording this. So